Hey, how's it going, guys? My name is Kevin. I'm here with Oaxaca Car Detailing. In today's video, we're going to talk about how to maintain your ceramic coating. This video is going to be more specifically for our clientele who have received a ceramic coating by us, but it could also be used for anyone just looking to maintain their own coating. If you guys like these kind of videos, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more content. You can also follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook at Oaxaca Car Detailing. Let's get on to the video. All right, so here we have a Lexus. It's been coated 2 years ago. At that time, we were using G-Technic Crystal Serum Light. As you can see, this car hasn't been washed in a while. There's some leaf marks on there, I believe, somewhere. But yeah, this one's definitely pretty bad. It hasn't been washed in a couple months, I believe. So we'll see how the coating is acting. If we need to do any type of maintenance on there, then we will. We'll also be doing an engine cleanup. I believe there was some leakage, antifreeze leakage around there or something. Gotta clean that up. So yeah, let's get to it. All right, so first thing I like to do is just spray the wheels and tires on with some wheel cleaner. We use the P&S, I think it's called Brake Buster or something like that. So we like to soak down the wheels first. Make sure you're wearing some glasses just so you don't have this jump back into your eye. I've had that happen to me a lot of times before, and it's really painful. So yeah, soak down the wheels. I like to do all 4 wheels and then come back and just scrub them. Sometimes it's important to make sure you're not leaving the wheel cleaner on there for too long because it can dry up. Sometimes on painted finishes, it can leave a nice little streak that sometimes will not come off with a polish. So you would have to have those, repainted eventually. All right, so we use this. This is a wheel brush cleaner or wheel brush. I believe these go for like $25 to $30 on Amazon. They're really high quality. So what you want to do is just clean inside the barrel, and yeah, so let's get to it. So I like to spray this down with some wheel cleaner and then just scrub in there. Just be careful that sometimes this tip it's rubber, so it falls off. Eventually you have a chance of scratching the rim or anything behind the wheel face. So just make sure that rubber piece is always on there, because sometimes these things do get caught on to the, I don't know what it's called, but there's like a wheel bracket behind there that it gets stuck on and it just yanks it right off. You could soap this down as well with your foam cannon and use both the wheel cleaner and the foam thing, but I typically just knock it out with just the P&S brake duster. So after you clean one wheel, you want to rinse out the brush just to make sure you don't have any dirt or anything like that scratching onto the painted surfaces of your wheel. And then just go on to the next one. Do the same thing. If you have coated wheels, this is really not necessary unless you're not washing your car that frequently, which I would not recommend. But yeah, this car hasn't been washed in a while, so that's why we're cleaning up the wheels with the brush. Right, so next you want to just grab a nice brush like this, and you're just gonna clean around the face of the rim where that brush doesn't really reach. Get inside the lug nuts. You can even clean your calipers too if it reaches in there. So these wheels are not ceramic coated because there's too much curb rash. So eventually they were gonna have them fixed, but I don't think they ever did. But the caliper is coated because those are painted. So that's pretty easy to wash. So yeah, once you get that done, same thing, you want to soak this in the bucket, rinse it out, and just clean the next wheel. You want to do that for every single wheel. So clean the wheel, soak it in the bucket, make sure it's nice and clean, and go to the next wheel. You could also use one of these brushes. It doesn't have to be this exact one, but make sure it's somewhat hard. You can clean the tires. So yeah, all you pretty much do is just, be careful that you're not really touching the rim. You just clean the tire. So now that you have your wheels all brushed up, next thing you want to do is just rinse the wheel. You can use a pressure washer. Sometimes if your wheels are ceramic coating, sometimes you can just rinse it off. But in this case, we're just gonna use the pressure washer.
All right, so now that we're finished rinsing off the wheels, we can start rinsing off the car. It's important to knock out as much dirt off the paint as possible, just so that we could avoid collecting all that dirt on the wash mitt and then just transferring over to the paint, which can then lead to scratches and swirling and all that stuff you don't want. So yeah, let's rinse off the car. We'll foam it up, and then we'll let the soap do its work. We'll rinse off that soap, foam it up again, and then that's when we start using the wash mitt. So let's just rinse it off real fast. All right, so now we have the car rinsed down. We're gonna foam it up with a soap, a pH neutral soap. So in this case, we're using Chemical Guys Maxi Such 2. So yeah, we're gonna just spray that on the paint on the whole car, and then we'll just let the soap deteriorate the dirt, all the salt, and then we'll rinse it off and then refoam it again, and then apply the wash mitts. Okay, so we foamed up the car first. The first round of foam, we usually make it a little watery, not so much sudsy like it is right now. The reason is because when it's a little watery, it runs down much faster rather than the soap just sticking on the paint, as you can see here. So in the second round, we're gonna foam it up, and we're gonna make sure that the foam is thick, so that we're gliding the wash mitt across the paint. It makes it safer for you to avoid trapping dirt or just scratching the paint in general. So yeah, we're gonna use our wash mitts now. So you're gonna grab your wash mitt. You're always gonna start from top to bottom. So in this case, we're gonna start on top of the roof, glide across, and you're just gonna use the weight of the wash mitt with the water. So the wash mitt is obviously soaked with water, so you're just literally just using that weight alone. You're not applying any pressure on top of the wash mitt. You just want to go across the top, get the rear window, front window, and then what you can do, this side we applied we washed the car, so you're gonna flip it over and go onto the other side. Same thing, you're just gonna use the weight of the wash mitt. You're not applying any pressure. And then you're gonna go to your bucket, soak it in the rinse bucket, and then soak it into the wash bucket, which has the soap and water. Same thing, you're just gonna start from a different panel and just keep on washing it as mentioned. And then same thing, you're gonna flip the wash mitt over and then just wash again. So in this case, this Lexus has a mesh grill, so you're gonna want to use one of these detail brushes. They're very soft, so it's not gonna scratch paint as long as you have water and soap on there. Just make sure there's no dirt or any type of debris. So what you're gonna do is just same thing, you're gonna bring it to the soapy bucket and then just clean up the mesh grill. You could also use it to clean up tight crevices, like around the fog lights, places pretty much anywhere where the wash mitt doesn't reach. You can use this detail brush, and these are very good because these mesh grills accumulate a lot of dirt over time. So using this brush could really get deep in there and just knock off that dirt much easier. All right, so now we washed the car with the wash mitt. So now we're just gonna rinse off the car. All right, we rinsed off the car. Now we're gonna dry the car. So this is bead maker. What this is gonna help do is we're gonna just spray it on the panel, and it'll help just let the towel glide across, and it'll let it soak up all the water while leaving an extra layer of protection on top of your ceramic. So we're gonna do that for pretty much every panel. Pretty much the same thing. You always wanna start from top to bottom. So now that we dried up the car with the towel, we're gonna go around the whole car again and use a blower to dry up all the little crevices, cracks, and crannies that may have water trapped in them. So we're gonna pretty much do the same thing. We're gonna spray some bead maker onto our drying towel and just blow all over, and then just dry it over. One quick tip when you're blowing with a blower is that sometimes when you blow on crevices, it may release little bits of dirt. So just be careful when you see those dirt, you don't pass the towel over it, because then you'll just collect it on the towel, and then you'll just be scratching pretty much the rest of the paint. All right, guys, so we finished up this Lexus. We touched up on the wheels, the tires, the glass. We also did an interior detail. So this is how we maintain a ceramic coated car. We do provide ceramic coating maintenance package for our customers. But if you guys have any questions or concerns, always feel free to reach out. We're more than happy to help you guys out. But we're gonna wrap it up for this video. If you guys like these kind of videos, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe for more content. We do plan on uploading more for 2023. Comment down below what ceramic coating you guys use, or what ceramic coating you guys have on your vehicles. So yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one.